Final game of the day, this round 3 tie sees England and Holland toe the hockey together. Your referee in charge is Garin Roderick.
Yes, we're all set to go. As has been mentioned, our last game tonight could be an absolute cracker because this fella, Veenstra, has played brilliantly in his previous game. And this chap Evans, well, he looked down and out in his opening game, but came back very, very strongly indeed to make his way through. Two good players, two should be pretty confident players, ready to do battle and gain a place in the quarterfinals of the World Championships. Tony, that's quite
Thank
a
you,
prize.
ladies and gentlemen. First set,
yeah,
first leg. It's Richard to throw
couple
first.
of times, in fact.
Game on.
It's something new for David, but what was a surprise if he manages to get through here, David? Or stretches he's known to his friends.
134.
Well, I asked him actually why it's called Stretch, and he said his wife Daniel and his good mate Joe Mernon, who's well known in the darting world,
99.
decided to call him that simply because he's so tall. I don't know what they'd call Mr. Clearmaker.
Stretchier.
48.
Yeah, he did come back late on and actually played fantastic the last couple of sets. So I don't think this
140.
this extended game of best of 7 will affect him. Came on strong in that match.
Yes, he
58.
beat Nick Fulwell 3-2 and really didn't turn up in the opening set, but certainly turned up in the others.
He's turning up here early on. 82 after 9 darts. Great start from Stretch.
Yes, to get a 180 so early in the contest.
David, you require 82.
It's got to help him. 17 now for tops. For an early lead against the throw. Brilliant darts to start with a 12 dart leg.
Second leg
Speaks
is
for
David to throw
itself.
first. Game on.
Out of the traps like a greyhound.
Dream start for Evans. Just coming into the box there, I passed Paul
96.
Nicholson. He's just told me a lovely story about Richard Veenstra's family at home. The boy, obviously they're an hour ahead, so it's approaching 11 o'clock in Holland. But they were put to bed at 6 o'clock so they get some sleep in. Obviously they've got school tomorrow. They've just been awoken so they can watch their dad on telly.
Good for them.
What a lovely story.
I know they've got our commentary because I've had a Facebook message from Hans Senders to say so. And
100.
well, we commentated on Wes Arms going out earlier, one Dutchman. They'll be hoping that we help to see the Dutchman here through. Of course, we're non-partisan despite the fact we're both English.
Goedenavond, Nederlands.
Ah, well done.
I don't speak much, I can order beer
41.
and chips.
David, you require 140.
Well, you visit there quite often, I know, you're a very popular visitor. Anyway, 140 for Evans. He prefers the treble 18 route.
90.
Many people do these days, many players do. It's amazing how the game has moved on from the early days.
96.
I'm not saying the early
David,
days
you
got it
require
wrong,
50.
it's just different, that's all. So, once tops here.
Aim shot in the second leg. David Evans.
What a promising
Third leg
start.
is Richard to throw first. Game
The
on.
lad from Tilsley. Up there, just off the East Lancs Road.
121.
Proud Lancashire player as well, John.
Yes. And a very accomplished one. Has ambitions to play for his country. And,
121.
you have to be like that. I know it's one of the proudest things that you've done, you've said to me.
180.
Quality game already, mate. Yeah, I think whatever your chosen sport in life is, representing your country, it's a special event. I was very lucky, I actually managed to captain my country a few times as well, so Got to see a bit of the world as well. Went to America, Australia.
51.
It's a long way to go for a game of darts, but
It is indeed, isn't it?
he's in again. He's stretch.
140. Richard, you require
Excellent darts,
149.
but Veenstra, 149. Oh yes, this could be it. Oh,
133.
no, but he'll be back. Richard Veenstra. They call him Flyers. I said, why? He said, there's an ice hockey team near where I live called Veenstra Flyers. That's what they're called.
134.
And,
Richard, you require
that's
16.
where it comes from. Nothing wrong with that. Looking at double four.
Game shot,
no
the third
problem.
leg. Richard Veenstra.
He's in the match at last.
Fourth leg is David to throw first. Game on.
And a quality match it is, John. Brilliant first 3 legs.
60.
Yeah, Richard's got a lot of fans. There's a lot travelling with him here, and they've all actually got uniforms on for the Flyers.
Yes, I've seen them, yes.
100.
In those maroon tops, yeah.
Does look impressive. The Dutch do that very well. When I've played for England at various events, Europe Cups, World Cups,
42.
they always seem to have team uniforms, and it does look so impressive.
Professional, yeah.
99.
Yes, he's from Hossenseel in the far north of the Netherlands, and he's from Tilsley in the northwest of England, and he's pretty handy at getting maximums. It's his second already. We've had one from Veenstra.
$97.
1-2-2 finish. They'll be using the 18s. He used them quite well a couple of throws ago. He'll be going there again. Treble 18. Well, that was plan A. Plan B will be
get as many as
something
you can.
else.
Yes.
41.
Yes, you don't always
Richard,
plan B. It
121.
plans you, doesn't it? Oh, lovely dart now then. Oh yes, he wants the ball.
89.
Well, he's left himself at least 32.
David, you require 81.
If you're going to miss, that's the one to hit there. 81 left. He's 21 there. 20 for tops. And this is actually for the set. In quick fire.
Game shot on the
What
first
a great
set.
first set.
David Evans.
Well, I've got to say, and he would admit he didn't intend that treble 7, but it's not. There's nothing wrong with it. 81.
Second set,
leaves
first
you
leg
20
is David to
tops.
throw first.
And
Game on.
he cleaned it up nicely.
Well, these dartboards aren't cheap. You might as well use every little bit of it.
85. $83.
Brilliant averages already. 101. 96. Great standard early on.
120.
He's through one of Scott Waite's darts there, I think. He had a load of bounce outs earlier. Still won his game though.
60.
Against the #1 seed Wes Arms, and meets Scott Mitchell tomorrow in the Battle of the Scots, or certainly in the quarters, whenever it might be.
140.
Mr. Evans, you wouldn't believe
83.
it's his debut this year. He's not playing like
David
a
Uruguay,
debutant.
156.
Well, in fairness, he did in his opening game to start with. Got himself in trouble.
Another one of them.
He pulled himself out nicely.
Double 18 for a nice 156 finish.
120.
It's a time when you don't mind missing so much. It's not going to cost him unless, of course, he misses a few more. The way he's playing, I can't see that.
65. David, you require 36.
No pressure.
Going for 2 double 8. So
28.
that can happen. Working his way down towards double 1, maybe. Maybe not.
60. David, you require 8. Game shot on the first leg, David Evans. Second leg is Richard to throw first. Game on. $81.
Well, Richard's one set down, one leg down. Obviously, it's not a great position to be in, but he's an experienced player now. He's Richard. He knows there's plenty of time to make a comeback.
100.
Well, he said that in his interview, didn't he? He said it's 7 sets now, and you know, you've got that little bit extra time to get yourself into the match
97.
and force yourself back into it, which is what Evans did in the shortest version. Best of 5 sets, he was 2-0 down. Remarkable, really, how he managed
96.
from that position to beat Nick Fulwell. No, he was 2-1 down and managed to win 3-2.
180.
Second one for the Dutchman. Hit
58.
six
Richard,
in
you
his
require
first game.
143.
Now then, 83 left. 66. Go for the treble 10 possibly. Maybe. Well, almost gets it. 21 left.
122.
They had plenty of options there. David's back on 247.
Richard Veenstra in on a 14-dart leg. Now then, double 8.
5.
All right, a 16-dart leg,
David,
but only if
110.
Evans doesn't take this out, and he's very capable of so doing. 90 left. Yes, double 18.
74. Richard, you require 16. Game shot on the second leg, Richard Veenstra. Third leg is David to throw first. Game on.
Yes, Veenstra there hit 6 180s in his opening game, had an average in the end of 86.31, but at one time, Tony, he was really flying. It was the last set which really let his average down, because up till then he was throwing quite magnificently. The fact is he won it, and that's all that matters in the end.
Yeah, he might have had a sloppy last set, but he was 2-0 up and basically cruising. It's easy to take your foot off the gas.
Yes, that was against Justin Hode, who's made a very, very fine debut here. Notwithstanding that defeat, you described him as the best debutant you'd seen for a long, long time.
Well, he had a bit of everything, to be honest. Scoring, finishing, and he had a bit of character to him as well.
57.
I hope we see a lot more of him in the future.
Well, we've seen quite a bit of this fella in the past.
96.
38 years of age now.
David, you require
I have to say, he doesn't look
170.
it. And one of the better known players, it has to be said, on the circuit.
134.
Super cover shooting from Evans there. That's him a 36, which will be a 13-darter.
41. David, you require 36.
Only 41.
Game shot on the third
And
leg,
2-1
David
now.
Evans.
In
Fourth
the
leg
second
is Richard
set.
to throw first. Game on.
1 set to 0.
$82. $59. 60.
Lovely lie about that. Just push it just underneath.
100.
Yes. Get your tongue. Throws rapidly, doesn't he? But generally it's pretty accurate. Taking some punishment, the red bit.
It's amazing how often when that first dart goes in, he follows him in with the other two.
58. $59.
Here we go.
140.
Well,
Richard,
I hope I didn't put you off,
160.
David. Another one of those. And tops.
140.
Great effort.
David, you require 144. $58. Richard, you require 20.
So to level up.
Aim shot in the fourth leg.
Safe as houses.
Richard Veenstra.
And
Fifth leg is David to
Every leg
first.
so
Game
far
on.
in this set has gone with throw. In fact, we've only had one breaker throw, and that was the very first leg of the game. A 12-darter from David Evans. All been pretty sound
96.
darts since.
$121. $100. $125.
121 now, 125. You don't mind the odd stray dart if you're getting two treble 20s with it.
124.
This is quickly squaring up to be probably the best game of the tournament so far.
Certainly enjoying this.
140.
He's hit 121, 125, 140. Can he hit 115 and make it a nice, neat, tidy 12-darter?
57.
Well, Evans
Richard,
is
you
on
require
124
115.
after 12 darts. 96 wanted. Treble 20 will leave double
59. David, you require 124.
It's winning the set. Treble 20 leaves 64. Big 14. And bullseye for the set.
Game shot.
What a great finish to win that set.
David Evans.
And a two.
Ladies and
The man
gentlemen,
from the
third set,
Netherlands
first leg is
losing
Richard to
2-0
first.
to the
Game
man
on.
from Tilsley on the outskirts of Manchester. And a very good performance so far from
45.
a man who lives not far from Manchester himself, Tony O'Shea. Good start by Evans.
Awesome start. Bit like this leg.
140.
Yeah, very impressed with young Davy. You've got to feel a little bit sorry for Richard. He's not really done a lot wrong.
100.
No, he's the sort of player that won't be affected. He won't lose self-belief, that's for certain.
125.
Well, that would have been a lot if it hadn't been diverted, I think. It would have been what we call a full house.
100.
He's quite a phlegmatic character, really. Delightful man. Richard Veenstra. Flyers. I've learned something new today.
137.
Veenstra Flyers, an ice hockey team in the Netherlands. Oh, this is good stuff. That's brilliant. And look at that, all on the wire. Perfect way. They made those indentations in the treble 20 sector.
44.
But,
Richard, you require 76.
For tops.
56. David, you require 55.
double 10.
It's on the first leg. David Evans.
You won't get many more perfect double 10s than that. Right
Second
in the
leg
middle
is David
of the
first.
bed.
Game on.
No need for anybody to say move over.
57.
Also a break. Yeah, them averages, brilliant averages.
60.
98, 94.
Yes, excellent. Really turning it on for us at this
59.
late hour. 20 past 10 in the UK. Greenwich Mean Time, and we're right on the line, aren't we?
97.
Yeah, I first met Dave a couple of years. I had a crack at Q School a couple of years ago. I actually lost to Dave in that, but one of his games after that, he averaged 115. It was a shorter format. I think it was the first to 6 legs. What a fantastic 180.
Yes, it was in a losing leg last leg. He'll be hoping that he can get the break back here. The only other 180s he's hit 4
Richard
now in all.
164.
The first 2 came in winning legs.
43.
Well, he's given Evans a bit of hope here, you know. More than a bit of hope if he gets another one of those. 80, so 121 left. I think he's gone all about 71 when he goes.
Richard, you require 121.
60 of them.
Yeah, shot in the second leg.
Well, that was terrific. That was terrific. And that's Veenstra showing what he is capable of. Using the treble 11, knowing the single would have been the bull, and then hitting the double 14. Fantastic 1-2-1 finish.
95.
So he's 2 now hitter, 12 darter in this match, Tony. That's David Evans having opened up with one, of course, 96. The very first leg of the match. Terrific standard.
100.
Easy on the eye this game. Both boys in full flow. Looking comfortable up there.
140.
Beautiful last dart.
Yes, plays his Super League darts, as I said the other day, for Lee Holton, a sort of hybrid of Lee and Little Holton, which is very close to Tilsley, actually. Lee is not far away the other side.
57.
Oh, what a good recovery dart, cover dart there, making it 84 left rather.
140.
What a great reply.
Richard, you require 84.
14, bullseye.
59.
Oh, so close, so close.
David, you require
68 then. This is a competitive leg, all right. Is it just? Maybe the noise affected him. Maybe the dart wasn't in his hand properly. But
36.
he wanted the double 16 there. So
Richard,
what an important
25.
leg this is, Tony, because
17.
whoever wins this is favourite to take the set.
David, you require 32.
Hugely important. 16
on
dart leg from David Evans there. Probably didn't expect to get a shot.
4 flaggers, David
Took advantage.
Game on.
Door left open for him. Walked through it with aplomb.
180.
3 plums. Absolutely 3 plums there. Absolutely brilliant. What a time to get a 180. His
58.
third of the game. He only got 2 in his match the other day. He's already got 3.
Well, he had a great comeback in his last match and he's just carried on that form.
100.
That last leg was a break, which means he started this leg and it's to win the set, to win to a 3-0 lead.
134.
Wonderful use of the board. But still trailing Evans. Oh, picked off the ball again. That's the second time in the match he's done it. Let's be honest, 44. There aren't many higher scores than 50 you can get 91. On the board. It's 51, 54, 57 and 60 with one dart. Now he wants tops. For a 12 dart at 10s.
71.
But well in control of this leg. Well in control of this set. And if he takes it, well in control of the match.
58. David, you require 20. Game shot and a third set. David Evans.
It's Evans away. 3-0 now with some quite superb darts.
4-set first leg is David to throw first. Game on. Ladies and gentlemen, could we please give the best of all of the players when they throw it at the stage? Thank you very much.
Yeah, all in all, the crowd have been brilliant today.
Yes, it's getting late at night.
96.
One or two have had a drink or two. There's Gerwyn Price. I had a quick chat with him earlier, Tony.
It's been lovely the last couple of days. We've seen a lot of the
43.
PDC boys come down. Players are all friends. We all started off roughly in the same tournaments together a few years ago. We've all played county darts together. Nice to see the boys
58.
popping over.
He's a player that really has developed over the last few years into one of the top players in the world.
137.
Ex-rugby player, of course.
140.
Speaking of ex-rugby players, John, you mentioned Lee a minute ago.
Yes.
We played there many years ago in the Lancashire Super League.
81.
And when we played Lee, I played an ex-rugby player from Lee called Malcolm Waterworth. I don't know if you remember him, out shoe.
Oh, I know Malcolm Waterworth, yes. Yeah, possibly watching this now.
Well, he will be. He loves his darts.
140.
He's not been very well just lately, so get well soon, brother Shoe. We all miss you, mate.
96. David, you require 67.
So, Evans 67, 50 left. 10 means tops.
47. Richard, you require 144.
Needed the one next door. And it's
92.
All going Evans' way
20.
at the moment. We had a little burst there from Veenstra, but Evans was able to sustain the form that he's shown throughout the match.
Richard,
he didn't wilt
52.
under the pressure that Veenstra applied, and this has got to go, and it does.
Yeah, it was a bit surprising, that miss on double 10. We were talking about Wayne Warrener, how he's popping that double tops out so often early on.
Second leg,
Mr. Evans has been doing silver on double 10 tonight. Bit surprised he missed it. That's what that little bit of pressure does for you, though. Still a healthy lead, 3-0.
59.
And it's the first time that Veenstra has won the first leg of a set. Always, whether you've got the throw or not, if you lose the first
59.
leg of a set, you know you're chasing, and always easier from the front, I think.
100.
Maybe now he'll demonstrate it. Good last start, needed it. Certainly far more impressive Evans than the other day, when I think nerves must have played their part when he made his debut 60. In this competition. Yes, he came back strongly, but I think he's shown a good deal more consistency and conviction today. I think he's enjoying himself up there.
100.
He's on 142 now, having got 3 consecutive tons.
100. David, you require 142.
51 leaves 91. 51 leaves tops.
102.
That's another
Richard,
way you would never thought to
101.
go in once upon a time, but it's the way the game's evolved. Makes a lot of sense.
He's on the second leg. Richard
Veenstra needed that double 19.
Third leg, David, a throw first. Game
101,
on.
he went in treble 1, got the treble 20, and down he went. What we call the drop, Tony, from up the top of the board right down to the double
57.
at the bottom. And, well, credit where it's due. Brilliant.
For the first time in the match,
60.
it's Mr. Evans under pressure. Lovely finish there from Richard.
The other thing is, it's the first time in the match he's broken the Evans throw.
140. 140.
Warming up now, this. If Veenstra were to take this set, what a fillip that would be. If he doesn't, it'll be over for another
44.
year for him. We didn't expect anything less than quality from Veenstra. Evans is matching him dart for dart and more.
101. Richard, you require 161.
That's unlucky, really, because he's on a bogey now, Evans. It may be academic, but he'd have much preferred to have been on 160. It wasn't deliberate, of course. He went in the treble 7 that set it up. 32 then for Veenstra after just 12 darts, Tony. Can 59. He do a 13 darter?
Richard, you require 32.
Sure he can. He's done thousands in the past.
Game shot and a
There's
full
one more
set.
to the total.
Richard Veenstra.
There's the Netherlands.
First set, first leg. It's Richard to throw first. Game on.
Game on, and Veenstra with the throw. Really got to make the most of it.
93. 140. 30.
Not changed a lot during the match. The averages shows they're playing consistently well.
140.
Yeah, and not messing about on the doubles. 7 out of 17, 9 out of 22. Very respectable.
140.
There you have it, the 180s column. 4-3, but the big difference there is in the 140s column. Evans has
140.
really, there's one more there as well to add to those.
He's him 81 after 9.
58.
Another classy
David,
leg from Evans already.
81.
Trouble 19, I would imagine. He's with 62. Doesn't have to go 12 bull. Hence he's gone over to the 10. 20 will
49.
leave 32 when he comes back, which he will be doing.
And if he wins this against the darts, it really will be tough for this fella to come back again.
100.
The way that Evans is holding his throw in the main. That's clean and clinical and concise.
Second leg is David to throw first. Game
Evans.
on. 100. 100.
I've been watching that shot, you know, the unusual angle from below. I've been watching most of the players when they release the dart, the hand drops to the side of the body by the right thigh, but Richard's hand seems to finish in front of his body.
Yes, he draws it across quickly to take the other dart out of his left hand. It comes across very quickly, doesn't it? It's very fluid, to be honest.
The mechanics of dart players, eh?
60.
There's millions of dart players around. I've never seen anyone have the same throw.
You're right. It's as idiosyncratic as your
96
fingerprints or your DNA. Having to work this out now, 21, that's obviously 220 left. And he knows that really the treble 20 is the only fruitful
41
target. Well, they're all fruitful, of course, but keep on an even keel, if you see what I mean. Well, Veenstra now in a very strong position to break back. That's what he's got to do.
There's
another 140 to the tally.
65.
Leaves him 60.
Tops he wants that. That's in the 25. Double 10. He's
Shot
quick
in the second
and he's
leg, Richard
accurate.
Veenstra.
And that's a good
Third leg is Richard
leg
to
for
throw
him.
first. Game on.
I don't know if you saw in the top corner there, the Prostate UK
140
stall there. They've been selling merchandise, raising money for the charity. And as we know, and I know more than most, a lot of the events we go to, there's nobody as generous as the darts
96
people. Not just the big national charities like Prostate, but all these exhibitions we do around the country. More often than not, the involved
58
charities, which is for the local area where the exhibition is. So it's well-known fact that darts people are the most generous on the planet.
There are lots and lots of leagues,
100.
men's and ladies, particularly ladies' leagues that do so much for charity. I live very close to the Gorton Ladies League in Manchester, and they do a brilliant job every year. They raise about £10,000 a year. They're fantastic, Tony, for local charities.
Exactly. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Just going back to that Prostate stall I was talking about, it's over £250,000 they've raised already, just the darts arm of the Prostate. Oh, another one there, he's on for the big fish.
105.
Evans can't finish again on 165, so there's a decent chance that Veenstra could take the lead in this set.
95. Richard,
65. I'm not sure which way he'll go. The bull is usually the way. Certainly used it last time. Now he wants
55.
double 10.
David, you require 70.
Well, less than a quarter of an inch out. So with 17, leaves him the bull.
37. Richard, you require 10.
Not easy. He's gone 2 for double 4.
Game shot in the
And
third
he's got
leg.
it, obviously, but he's so quick.
Fourth leg is
And,
David to throw first. Game on.
Very decisive. 2 double 4. And what a good checkout that was in the end.
96.
What a good decision to take that particular route. We'll know next time, won't we? He wants double 5.
85.
They go for it then.
It's how you feel in the moment. Obviously didn't fancy it that precise moment. Took a risk using one of his darts to set the double 4 up, but it worked. Doesn't always.
97.
This is developing into a highly competitive game. When I suggest it was one-sided earlier in terms of winning the set, there wasn't that much between them in terms of the averages and in terms of the quality of the play. It's just that Evans had that marginal advantage each
David, you require
to build up
132.
that 3-0 lead. But now the Dutchman is fighting back. But this is going to be interesting. Double 6. Oh, right down in the corner,
126.
leaves him 6, and Veenstra here can only hit and hope.
95.
Well, this will be interesting.
6.
He's a tall lad. For the Madhouse.
No score.
That's why no score when it lands in it. Back
84.
to 6 he'll go. 84. He's got a chance. Double 12. Brilliant advantage taking.
Veenstra.
And that's Veenstra winning the 5th set. Well, it looks as though they're in a mirror there. That was beautiful coordination, the way they put those down.
Game on.
Synchronized drinking. Absolutely fantastic. But seriously, what a great comeback this is from Veenstra. He's doing to Evans what Evans did in his first game against first game against Nick Fulwell. Averages speak for themselves, don't they, Tony? Best game, certainly, I think probably today. We've had some good ones. And, well, it's even 10-10 in legs. But just that one set ahead, Evans.
140. $98.
He likes that treble 7. He seems to drift into it often enough. He's not going for it deliberately, of course.
100.
But you watch the one time he might need it. We're nowhere near.
He's probably going treble 19. No, he's a better player than that.
57. Richard, you require 121.
He's had a go at this before. He wants double 18.
103. David, you require 146.
Going the 19 route. Another one of those. And he wants double 16. Well, all you can say about
David
that
Evans.
is
Second leg is Richard to throw first.
perfect
Game on.
aiming.
125.
Quality of the play here. Really, really top notch. Again, if I go back to the early days, 146, it was
41.
treble 20, treble 18, double 16, and still is for many. But you see so many players now taking that 19s route. Worked perfectly there. No problem with it. Brilliant, brilliant.
96.
Extension of the game's modes of going out.
100.
Yes. Didn't like that. Blame your sweaty hand.
81.
Finished up well though after that first start, just the grip wasn't right, slipped out.
65.
There it is again, that 170. He will get a shot.
100. Richard, you require 170.
The way Evans has taken out that 146, I wouldn't put it past him for 124, but he could get the ball. Oh, that would have been something very, very special.
You require 124.
Everybody over there in the Netherlands was hoping then. Well, maybe that one slipped as well.
78.
That one certainly did.
Richard, you require 44.
Double 16.
Ames on the second leg.
Coming back well,
Richard
this
Veenstra.
lad. Throwing good darts, holding his
Third
throw
leg is
there.
David to throw first. Game on.
The thing is that Evans knows that if he holds his throw in this set, he's done enough to win the match.
81.
The onus is on Veenstra to break him and then take him into a deciding set.
55.
Not with darts like that, pal. Can it be getting into his head, this comeback from Veenstra? What a silly thing to think. What a stupid thing, John Gwynn, to even suggest.
It's getting deep into the match now.
Quality, great stuff. He hasn't hit one for a little while, but my Jove, that's his 5th by my reckoning. 11 in the tournament
46.
so far.
134.
Terrific. 55, 180, 134. Takes him down to 132. And again, he's having to withstand this pressure that's placed upon him by Veenstra, and he's doing it. 132. Wanted the treble 19. And that last visit of Evans 92. Has put him on 113, despite the barrage of big shots from his opponent. This is gettable. Tis now 53 left. Take us through, Tony.
He's got the first treble there, 13, which leaves him double topped for a 15 darter and a 2-1 lead in what could be now the last set.
Richard to throw first. Game on.
Started a set, he needed 3 holes, he's got 2 of them.
Amazing.
140.
Veenstra threw brilliantly in that leg after a disappointing 55 to start with. He rectified it. But what a way to win the leg. 113.
140.
Oh, slippy darts at the moment from Evans.
I was just saying.
140.
It is getting late in the match sometimes. The hands do get sweaty. You do see the odd flyer. No pun on Richard's name.
97.
Well, lots of perspiration. Inspiration needed. We've had a bit of that as well. Certainly no 45. Lack of concentration. That's a nice word for the dictionary, Veenstration.
That lovely 94's left in 170.
134.
It's a great cover shot for Richard, but this would be to win the match.
Well, it won't on this occasion be a match-winning visit, and Veenstra needs
58.
42 after just 12 darts. Now double 16, double 8.
34.
That might be curtains. 113 a minute ago. 146 2 legs before that.
David, you require
now
112.
112 to move into the last 8 of the World Championship.
Well, he's just took out 113 to win the last leg.
92, treble 20. I put that down to the moment rather than to perspiration.
38.
Almost can't believe that he's
8.
so close now to that winning line. That's the effect it can have.
Usually the last leg is the hardest to win.
Game shot on the 4th leg.
That makes it 2-all.
5th
Well, he
leg
said
is
he
David
needs
to throw
3 holes of
first. Game
serve.
on.
He's got 2, and this is the last one in this set.
Yes, throwing first for what can be
85.
compared to sudden death decider, if you like, because that's what it would be for Veenstra if he loses. And for Evans, should he win this leg,
97.
it will be a big, big moment in his career. Great darts.
140.
Holding himself together in these circumstances. Great darts.
100.
Is a ton gonna be enough?
Well, that was an awkward lie the first dart, but super dart
100.
second. Nice ton, leaves him 176.
Got a slide 2 over the top of that. Gone too high.
59.
Not good enough. Richard, methinks. Just beginning to get a hint of weak
60.
arm when sometimes nerves take over. That's what I mean by holding himself together.
60.
116 for the match.
David, you require 116.
Deep breath here, David. Technically, he's got 6 darts for this. Leaves him 76.
60.
Got to be satisfied with that, with Veenstra being way back on 185, 125. Soon changed that, didn't he? 105 left, surely he's got... Oh, that's excellent. 45 left, but it may be that's what he's left with as Evans steps up. 56, 2 darts for tops, steadies himself, takes a deep breath, steps forward. And gets the double top that takes him into